Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. We were seeing yesterday how this mind functions in a peculiar way. Mother has bestowed upon us the mind, and how we are going to use it depends upon what is behind, what is in its front. From external, the information is going within, and behind is the vasanas, driving urges. And only way is to just drop all things as they are and hold on to the divine in such a way that we are able to perceive the divine externally and feel the living presence of God within. Then the vasanas do not pervade, occupy our mind. Mind will be free from the vasanas, and externally we will be able to perceive the divine. So, yesterday we saw, and here says Ramprasad, Thou hast bestowed on me this mind, and with knowing wink of thy eye, bidden it at the same time to go and enjoy the world. The world to enjoy. The whole universe is meant only for the sake of jivas. Even if one jiva, one being exists in this world, the whole universe has to be there because he is bound by the law of karma, law of cause and effect. Where he has to go, which time, which life, we do not know. So, the Chaturdasha Bhuvana, the 3 layers of existence, gross, subtle, causal, various dimensions of existence, all this has to be there if a single jiva exists in this universe. It's for his sake, jiva's sake, this universe is made. When the creation comes up, Mother, Divine Mother, feels so happy. I am going to become many and experience the bliss of this absolute existence with duality and multiplicity. I am going to become multiple. I want to maintain the duality and experience the joy in and through the all beings. She is manifesting as all bodies. She is manifesting as the 24 cosmic principles or mind, Pancha Jnanendriya, Pancha Karmendriya, Pancha Prana, Buddhi, Manas. All this is her manifestation. She herself has manifested as her mind, body, everything. And after the whole creation, oh, look my children, the whole world is here. You go in. And nature on the other side is constantly radiating beauty, peace, love, purity, perfection, divinity, all these good and great things. Nature is love. Nature is constantly radiating love and peace. And this mind is within us, the mind and the 5 senses. Just because of identification with the body and the karmic load, I am not able to perceive these things, beautiful things of the nature, that nature is presenting to me. I am unable to see because my vision is clear covered. Now, Mother says, look here, this world I have created for you. You are my offspring. You are my... And this bidding, just like with I sign, they call, come here. So, like that, Mother says, yes, this is for you. And what do? We immediately identify ourselves with the bodily existence. The moment you retire from the bodily existence, you experience the world in a different way. With bodily experience, identity, you see the world in an entirely different way. The views, your own views differ. Identification with body brings you to lowest to animal life, animalhood, and maximum to the humanhood. To reach the divinehood, you have to dissociate from the bodily existence and identify with spiritual existence. I am spirit. I am spirit. Slowly, in love of God and service to humanity, the whole things must subside. As my indulgence in this world, of materialistic world, with the bodily identity, decreases. The more I love God, it starts decreasing. More I start serving people, my heart expands. The expansion of consciousness, expansion of mind. So here we see identity. How to shift the paradigm from the bodily existence to the spiritual existence. Only thing is, I have to stretch myself beyond the nature to hold on to the divine. And by grace of God, God descends to earth because I cannot stretch myself beyond. So He can reach me here. Incarnations are manifestations of God with a particular purpose that Jiva cannot reach Him otherwise. So a few things in this world we will be holding on to. One is the spiritual existence of my own. Every day I am separating from body. Nature is totally separating me from body. From the moment I sleep, I am separated from body. I enter a different dimension. From there to the deep sleep, even for subtle body I am separating. From there into the absolute existence. Every day I am becoming one with the Ishvara, the cosmic consciousness, individual consciousness, from gross body to subtle body to causal body, I become a bindu and expand in the universal consciousness. Enjoy the bliss and project out again, because nature demands and takes me to the waking state because of the karmic load pending. So every day I am separating entirely from bodily existence. I do not turn within and see who am I. I don't know how to turn within, how to dive within in the same way as I go in sleep. In sleep, nature takes me, makes me withdraw. But can I go in the same way to my own self by turning inward and diving within and going layer by layer to reach the ultimate? Yes, I can. It needs lot of practice. So here we see, all the time I will be with the world with which I am associated. I will be thinking this world to be eternal, everlasting. Everyone feels, oh, I am going to die, this is going to end. We never think. We think as if we are eternal. Living in this world is eternal and life is going to continue forever. It is not so. It is going to end in no time. But does it end entirely? No. It's going to continue. Now, this continuation awareness, we have passed through many lives, and that is making us sustain and think of the eternity, that possibility of an eternity here. I am confusing. I am thinking the unreal to be real. Here, Ramprasad is telling very clearly, you see, taking the bitter for sweet and taking the unreal for real. This is the error in our intellect, buddhi. In buddhi there is always error to think this. That's why people fight. That's why people go on arguing, trying to establish their greatness, establish their... what is there? We live here for a few days and go away. We are going to leave every bit of things here. Not even a cloth or anything except the karmic load you have acquired and the vasanas. Nothing is going to come with you or with me, with any being. We have to leave everything as it is and go, including body, mind, senses, everything we are going to leave and go. So nothing we are going to carry from here. And how to say this is real and eternal? So, but the intellect has got that thing, wrong understanding of when it was long back. I was in Kamarpukur, end of 1980s. I was in Kamarpukur, I was posted there. So, a devotee used to come frequently, means 3-4 months he will come, 2-3 days you silently spend, you will not mix with any people or do anything. Come, sit in the shrine, offer his prayers, sit for meditation, read something, spend all the 3 days, morning till evening, evening till morning again. He'll be in his own moods, undisturbed in thought of God. So everybody liked him, but nobody dared to disturb him or ask him anything. Who you are, what you are. But he is known, everybody knows him, so and so, by name. So he was bit aged also, maybe when I met him he's in 70s. And it was in 1989. So he came to me one day. The day perhaps he was parting from his stay, after staying for 3-4 days, he was returning back. And I was there in the office. He came and I asked where from you have come. Usually I don't ask anybody, but the way in which he was utilizing every moment, I had seen him many times uninvolved, undisturbed. He is not bothered who is coming and who is going, who is observing him, nothing. Just his whole attention is on the divine. So how could he develop this kind of nature in him? To be undisturbed by anything. At least we glance at other things, what is happening, or how the people are looking after me, at me or anything. Nothing, he is like a child. So I asked, where from you have come, where you are going to now. He said, I have a small room in Calcutta, in suburbs of Calcutta somewhere. And I live there and I move. 1 week I stay, 1 week I go one of the ashramas of our mutt and mission, stay there, again go back. 2-3 days I stay in my room, 2-3 days one of the centers. Like that I spent my life. And I was just curiously looking at him. Then he told, I was initiated by Mahapurush Maharaj. Years back during my early days of my life, as a child I used to go, my mother used to take me to Belur Math. Belur Math he used to take, his mother used to take him. He did not know anything. Mother is taking, and while coming we will get prasad. That was the whole thing. And once he happened to go to, mother took him, and mother was sitting and talking to Mahapurush Maharaj, Shivanandaji Maharaj, who was then the president of the Merchant Mission. And this boy's whole attention was on the sweet meat packet which was next to Maharaj. Mother is talking to Maharaj, so many things, spiritual matters, this, that, sadhana and all that. But that boy is unconcerned. He doesn't understand also. Small boy of 5 or 6, maybe first standard, second standard. His whole attention. Now and then he will see this sweet packet, he will see here and there. Somehow he spent the half an hour. Mother was with Maharaj. Then while going, mother bowed down and started going. And usually there will be Batasa Prasad in Belur Math. That Batasa he gave to both. But that boy is not satisfied. His whole attention is on this sweet packet. Then Maharaj asked, what do you want? He showed that sweet meat packet. That sweet, I want sweets. Amar Mishti. That Mishti he wanted. Then Maharaj, pointing out to the sweet, he said, this is not sweet, this is bitter. Eto Mishti no, eta teto. That boy, oh, I know, it is sweet only. You cannot fool me. That is sweet. He said, he opened and showed, no, this is not sweet, this is bitter. He said, no, it is sweet, I know. Again, third time Maharaj said, this is bitter. You want? He said, yes, I want it. Then Maharaj gave that sweet to him. And he was so happy. He was eating and going. Again he looked near the gate, going near the door. You want little more bitter? Maharaj. Yes, he came back and took one more and went away. And now, after going home, mother also was wondering. Maharaj was telling it is bitter and all is giving, and he is eating and going. And nobody paid much attention to this. The boy was growing up nicely, getting education, going to schools and all, aristocratic family, lot of wealth, khandan. They need not work also in their life. So much of wealth. And his business, each children, independent business they have got. And he finished his education. And the independent business he was looking after, got married, a fine, beautiful girl. He got married. Within a year he got a child also, like Buddha. Everything is favorable, everything is nice, beautiful. Life is so sweet. 2 years passed and he was almost in the heaven. He never thought the days will change, everything will come to an end. He himself was telling all this. And to his greatest misfortune, his wife passed away, leaving that one child, 2 years old. Now, his whole life was the only thing that he possessed as mine, which he was never wanted to part from was his wife. And it was too difficult for him to bear that shock. And he could not attend to his office work. He could not look after his business. He stopped going to the business. People will start swindling. Brothers had to take care of his business and all that. He almost became mad-like. Left his shaving, beards and all. Started walking here and there. He's not to be seen 2-3 days. Where he has gone, nobody knows. Wandering. Then, just stark mad. He did not know what to do. Years passed in that way. And all the property, everything, he handed over, and he was just like beggar. He was moving about, begging things, eating here and there, and spending. Seeing this, their brothers made a small hut for him, a room rented, because he doesn't want to come home. Let him be wherever. Whatever you want, we'll supply, food and all. He never wanted anything. What is he? What does he want in this world? Even bodily care he has given up. His mind is withdrawn from everything. And his years passed that way. He crossed his 50s. Means about 20-25 years he has spent in this way, wandering about without any possession and without any help or friends. Or one day he was passing in front of the Belur Mutt. Suddenly he remembered, it seems, how his mother, as a small boy, he used to go with mother and sit at the feet of Maharaj. And Maharaj one day happened to initiate him. Oh, that he has forgotten even the mantra given to him. Even the Ishta mantra he never knew. And then he happened to enter inside after so many years, after childhood, at this post-middle age, he is entering the mud and helplessly, without anything. He went to the shrine, bowed down, looked at Thakur, Sri Ramakrishna's image, wept like a child, he says. I wept like a child. And then I wanted to meet my Gurudev. And I went and asked, where is President Maharaj? They asked, which President Maharaj you want? And his Gurudev, Mahapurush Maharaj, they said, he is no more. He has left his body long back. Then he did not know, he was in darkness. Then he remembered how he was showing the sweet. This is bitter, this is bitter. This is bitter. You don't understand. How many? 3 times he repeated. Neither mother understood, nor the child. But child experienced what he was taking as sweet was only bitter. Now he understood what is bitter and what is sweet. And then he went to the then President Maharaj, perhaps Vinayakanandaji or somebody I don't remember, or his predecessor. And then slowly, see, he wanted to get back the mantra. They said, we cannot, you are already initiated, you will be fully taken care, nothing to worry. we won't be able to give you your mantra again. You pray and you will be able to discover your path again. This entering into mutt again, coming in contact with the sadhus and all, his life again took a new roots and new shoots came out of life. He understood, oh, the purpose of human life is something else. Not the chase behind the world, not the thing that we are seeking in this world. Then he started again beginning his spiritual life with all dedication. He forgot his wife, he forgot, but he never wanted to go back home or enter into the business. I have given up, I have given up. Now my Lord and me. He enshrined the Holy Mother, Sri Ramakrishna, and all other, the parampara in his heart. And he started. He was telling, now Ram Prasad is telling here how Mother bestowed upon us the intellect, mind, and how it is recognizing things in the wrong way. He says his own thing he is telling. And so I wander here, forlorn through thy creation. Whole of creation is wandering about from one birth to another birth, one species to another species, from one plane of existence to another plane of existence. Somewhere in Jana Tapa, next, so after many lives, again human birth, again he goes to some other lower Atala Vitala, Talatala or Patala, some lokas, is moving about, from, driven by the karmas and vasanas. He is forlorn through thy creation, blasted as it were by someone's evil glance. Drishti means in our Hinduism, the evil eye is one of the things that is very often we assign to anything bad happening, child weeping at night, or unruly, oh somebody's eyes have fallen upon him, the evil eye, evil. So that they will do some removing process and all. The child which is there, suddenly it changes its nature. It's smiling and playing as if it is nature. Suddenly one day, severely it starts weeping and shouting. Its behavior entirely changes overnight. And then we say, oh, something has happened. Some evil eye has fallen upon him. That something has. Means, actually, it is something that is within me, something is awakening it. Nothing can enter as such from the outside. But I have certain bodily existence, mind and understanding, experiences and all that. A particular samskaras alone come out. But sometimes in contact with certain negative forces, some negative from the within manifests and make me, this is what they call it, evil eye. Taking bitter for sweet and unreal for the real. Taking bitter for sweet. How everyone in this world, running after this world, it's a wonder how Mother has enchanted the jivas or Jivas got enchanted by the things. And without exception, all lives, all beings are after the enjoyment. Three things constantly, what do we see? I want happiness, I want peace, I want freedom, which we hardly get here in this world. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu